Welcome to the Jacqueline Hayes Show. Empowered you, empowered living. She talks with amazing people, has amazing conversations, and hopes of helping you experience amazing joy, meaning, and purpose in your life. The Jacqueline Hayes Show is dedicated to helping people feel empowered, strong, valued, and joyful. On the show, we'll talk about what inspires, challenges, moves, and shapes us, and hopes that it will do the same for you. Our conversations will be lively, purposeful, and fun. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the show.
Friends, hope you're well. Welcome to the Jacqueline Hayes Show. I hope this recording finds you well and enjoying life. I am super excited about today's episode, and I'm thrilled to share some information with you. And I'm sharing the information because I get so many questions from people in terms of, Jackie, how do you maintain a positive disposition about life? How do you go for your dreams? How did you manage to become an author of 3 books? And how did you create this life that you're living? And so I figured I would do my best to share some of my experiences with you in this podcast episode in hopes that you will glean nuggets that will help you go for your big dreams and goals. And that's really my whole um, premise of this podcast, is to share information with you that will help you move the needle, experience a better, higher quality of life, get more out of life, find the inner courage and confidence to go for your big dreams. And my hope is that when you do that for yourself, that you will turn around and inspire and encourage others with your life. And so I'm super excited about today's episode. And so the title of today's show is 5 ways to go for your big dreams. That's 5 ways to go for your big dreams. And the 5 things we're going to talk about today are write down what you want, believe that what you want is possible, have faith in yourself, have faith in God or whatever your higher power is. My higher power is God. The 4th thing is take action. And then the 5th thing is learn to process failure as feedback, which is redefining what failure looks like so that you're able to continue to take steps towards your dreams, your goals, aspirations. And so, yeah, with that, I people ask me, well, how do you do what you do, Jack? And I was like, well, I would have to say a lot of how I'm wired has to do with how I grew up. I grew up in an environment where um, my 2 brothers, who are totally amazing, were always super nurturing, super supportive. They thought all of my dreams and ideas were good. So when I was a little girl, I would just share with them like something that would come up, and they were like, "Oh, that's great." Like they never ever, I can't recall not one time either brother ever telling me that I could or could not do something. And so in my mind, it kind of automatically programmed or wired me to think that anything is possible, because I'm thinking, if my brothers think it's possible, then oh my gosh, it must be possible, right? So for me, I enjoy coming up with an idea or concept, something that's going to stretch me, grow me, or just take my life to the next level, and giving it a go. And please hear me when I say I've had my share of interesting life shaking moments where I've gone for big dreams and it seems like I just had to reset because I either went about it the wrong way or I needed to reset myself, and just had some moments where life almost made me say uncle, in the sense like, okay, Jackie, maybe you're going too big. But I was like, okay, well, maybe I didn't get the outcome I was hoping for then, but how can I just step back, reset myself, pick myself up, and go on with in life and give it another go? I just feel like the source that lives inside of all of us is with us if we are willing to keep showing up in life. And so um, my hope is just to have this conversation with you, that so that you'll hear something that will inspire or motivate you to get out of your comfort zone and go for your big dreams, because you only get one life, and that life is happening right now, real time. And there will never be the ideal time. All your circumstances will not align to the point where everything will be in order before you take steps. You have to go ahead and do it. And so the first thing we're going to talk about is the importance of writing down what you want. That has been one thing that has really, really made a difference in terms of taking or having a dream goal of or idea and seeing that thing manifest into its like tangible outcome or the tangible thing. Like the life I get to live today is the life I wrote down years ago. I was very clear, very, very intentional with the words I used in terms of the life I was looking to manifest to create. And so that's what I would invite you to do, is to take a moment, sit down with yourself, get a notepad, a journal, a few sheets of paper. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, but write down what you want. Almost give yourself the opportunity to do a mental spiritual dump onto paper so that you can get it down on paper, and don't hold back. Write down anything and everything that comes up so that you can take a look at what you've written down to start coming up with a plan or strategy, or start to set your internal compass to point you in a direction of how to actually manifest or realize the thing that you desire. I remember um, just wanted to do a career change and wanted to know, I was like, how do I do that? I did my research, I wrote it down, I wanted to do it. And so a series of things happened that allowed me to have a career change and do something awesome and amazing from a career perspective. And I was just like, wow, it really, really works. And so that motivated me to stay on the track of writing things down and being very clear about putting things down on paper and giving myself permission to go for it. So the first thing I would encourage you to do is to write down your big dreams, your big goals, your big aspirations. It could be a career goal, a career dream, a relationship goal, a relationship vision, or whatever you have for you, whatever you want for your life. It could be a health, a fitness goal or dream that you want, the quality of your life, whatever it is. Just write it down on paper and just get it out of your head, get it out of your heart so you can take a look at it. And I do believe by writing things down, you clear up mental, spiritual, and emotional space so that the infinite intelligence, if that's a good way to call it, something to call it, is that whatever that flows through us that kind of starts giving us the map, the direction that we need to take to manifest or realize our dreams or goals. I think by writing it down, we clear the space so that it can flow through us. The second thing is to believe that what you want is possible. I know that's it sounds simple and it sounds easy, but I know that's one area where a lot of people struggle, is just believing in that what they want is possible. So they never give themselves permission to believe something big, something beyond what they see now. And so the second thing I would encourage you to do is just to believe that what you want is possible, and to cultivate that emotion, that thought, that feeling inside of you, that the dream that you have, that it is possible, that it is doable, and that it is possible for it to manifest in your life, right? And the third thing is to have faith. Oh my gosh, to have faith in yourself, to have faith in God, and to have faith that it's possible. And faith in action looks like taking steps toward the thing you want, even when you can't see it. So you start walking, you keep walking, you continue walking in faith, asking God for wisdom and direction towards the thing or the things that you want, towards the outcome that you're looking for, towards the dream being realized, and to have that regular check in with God. It's like, okay, God, this is what I've asked you for. Let me know if I'm moving in the right direction. I'm counting on your guidance. I'm counting on your wisdom. I'm counting on your grace to walk me through this experience, because I'm looking to turn this idea, this thing inside of me, to its tangible outcome, this tangible experience, right? So have faith in yourself, have faith in God, ask God for what you want, ask for the big things, right? This is what I believe. I like asking God for the big things because, according to the Bible, and I'm not trying to preach at all here, but according to the Bible, it says that God has all power. And I like the word choice that's used in the Bible. It's like all power. So that means, like, oh gosh, God can do anything, right? Because it doesn't say limited power or some power. It's like all power. And I was like, okay, well, that works for me. So I know who to go to when I need to make a request, because you make the request of the person you think can actually deliver on what you're asking for. Because who would ask somebody for something if they don't think they can deliver? That seems weird, right? it seems weird that you would ask someone for something knowing that they can't do it. That would seem like some kind of self-sabotage or something weird. But I digress. It's a whole nother subject. So yeah, so have faith in yourself, have faith in God. And the fourth thing I would say is take action, right? In order to get to where you're going, you have to leave where you are. You have to start walking in the direction that you want. So if you're looking to change your life, whether it's a different physical state, like you're looking to become more healthy, more lean, more fit. It's like, okay, well, how do I get there from how do I get to my ideal place, my fulfilled dream from here? One action step you could take is, okay, how do I start modifying my eating habits? How do I get more movement? How do I get more physical activity into my current daily routine to support me in becoming more physically fit and healthy? And so, whatever that thing is for you, is to start taking action steps toward the realized dream or the desired outcome. Like, you have to do the work, you have to move from where you are in order to get to where you're going. Does it make sense? And please feel free to share any comments you may have about the topic we're talking about, because I would love to hear from you in terms of some of your dreams, goals, and aspirations that you've gone for and you've had the opportunity to see them fulfilled, whether it's a career dream, a relationship dream, or whatever type of dream where you had an idea and you actually had the idea manifest into its physical form. Another dream that comes to mind for me, I'm a first generation college graduate of my family. And I remember after high school, I was like, I've got to go to college because college is going to afford me so many options. And I don't know how it's going to happen. I didn't have a roadmap. I didn't have anyone to model. All I knew was that I wanted to get a college education. That was just important to me. And I didn't know how to do it. And I was like, well, God, this is what I want. This is what I desire. And so um, just kind of God led me through the process, because it was totally God, because I didn't have anyone to really refer to for that. And so I was like, this is what I'm asking you for, right? So things worked out, got accepted into the university, Southern University, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, had the opportunity to go there. And I actually graduated, right? Like, oh my gosh, it was an interesting journey. I took the 4.5 years program because I got a little distracted along the way. But at the end of the day, I still secured the degree, which was the goal. And I'm super grateful for that. And just seeing how, for me, I believe God was with me throughout the entire process, just not only getting accepted, but sticking with it and sticking through it to actually earn my degree, and feeling so grateful for the opportunity and the message that it also sends in terms of my family, giving my nieces, my nephews, my cousin, other family members, other friends, just the courage to know that, hey, you can do it too. And if there's anything I can do to help you or support you, please let me know, because I'm willing to do that. Because I do believe when we experience certain things in life, that it's a gift to have the experience, then it's also just as important to share that with other people, so that as they're moving along their journey, they can be inspired or motivated by your experience. So having that opportunity to earn a degree, set a new generational pattern for my family, was truly a blessing. I'm so grateful for that. And so the fifth thing I would like to share with you in terms of looking at 5 ways to go for your big dreams is to think about how to process failure in a different way. Because as you're going for something that you've never seen before and walking into it becoming this manifested thing, there is a process. It isn't a straight walk. It isn't a cakewalk. And so you will have these twists, turns, pivots, dips, drops along the way that will seem like failure. I know that's what certain things felt like to me. I can recall just so many different experiences where the feedback felt like failure to me, and the failure was almost paralyzing, because the way I was wired then is like, okay, well, I'm still wired that way. It's like, when I go for it, I do expect the outcome that I initially set out for. I'm very intentional with my actions. So if I don't get the desired outcome, then I'm like, oh my gosh, like, how did I miss that? What could I have done differently? How could they have selected someone else over me? Oh my gosh, am I a loser or whatever? I could just